Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Drew Cain's return to Port Charles has been loaded with secrets, tension, and unexpected choices. But one of the most intriguing threads moving forward may not come from action or romance. It may come from a courtroom battle that pits family against family. The whispers about Drew considering the involvement of Monica Quartermain's so-called sister to challenge a will has left fans buzzing, because in the world of the Quartermains, a will is never just a piece of paper. It's power, it's legacy, it's a weapon, and it's a way to hold influence over the next generation. And if Drew is seriously contemplating this, it means he's prepared to ignite a firestorm that could reshape the balance inside the Quartermain household and beyond. Think about what Drew has been through. He's been presumed dead, he's been ripped away from his daughter, he's fought his way back, and he's returned to a family that is both supportive and cutthroat all at once. Monica has often been his anchor in Port Charles, reminding him that despite all the shifting identities and manipulations around him, he belongs to the Quartermain clan. But belonging to that clan isn't simple. It comes with conditions, constant battles, and one recurring theme: inheritance wars. The Quartermains never seem to go more than a few years without another legal contest over who gets what, who deserves what, and who is willing to fight for control of ELQ or some branch of the family fortune. Now enter the rumor that Drew may reach outside the immediate Quartermain bubble and tap into Monica's family ties. Monica's sister, whether we're speaking literally or figuratively depending on the storyline twist the writers want to lean into, could become a pawn or perhaps even a queen in this chess match. What would motivate Drew to bring in someone like that? At first glance, it seems like desperation. But when you unpack it, there are layers. First, Drew has never been fully comfortable in the Quartermain games of money and control. He's always been more straightforward, a man who values honor and personal loyalty over financial power. That's one of the reasons fans admire him. But after everything that has happened, Jason's absence, Carly's entanglements, the pressure of protecting Scout's future, it's easy to imagine Drew reaching a breaking point where he decides that maybe it's time to fight fire with fire. If someone else is manipulating a will, stacking the deck in their favor, Drew might decide he can't just stand back and watch his daughter lose out. That protective instinct could be what drives him to look for allies in unexpected places. Monica herself has a complicated history with wills and inheritance. Viewers will remember countless times where she's been cut out, reinstated, or forced to watch as Edward, Alan, and others twisted legal documents to punish or reward family members. The idea that Drew would bring Monica's sister into the fray could be seen as a way of honoring Monica while simultaneously defending Scout's interests. Or it could be the opposite. Monica might see it as Drew crossing a line, dragging in personal family matters that she'd rather leave untouched. And that's where the drama really takes off. Because if there's one thing soap fans know, it's that a contested will doesn't just settle money. It drags out every secret, every grudge, every betrayal that the family has buried over the years. If Drew puts Monica's sister on the witness stand or even just has her sign on as an ally, skeletons are going to come tumbling out of the closet. What exactly would she testify to? That's the million-dollar question. Some fans speculate that Monica's sister could bring up stories from their past that have never been revealed in Port Charles. Maybe she knows about secret trusts, hidden property, or manipulations from the Quartermain patriarchs. Maybe she can testify to Alan's intentions, Monica's suffering, or some backroom deal that would undercut whoever currently holds the upper hand in the will. If Drew has that kind of ammunition, suddenly the battle isn't just about dollars, it's about rewriting history. Consider how this would affect ELQ. Right now, the company has been tugged back and forth between Ned, Michael, Valentine, and others. Drew inserting himself with new leverage could shift control again. But more importantly, it could ignite a new round of family wars. Ned will absolutely have an opinion, because when does he not? Olivia may feel torn, especially if the conflict threatens stability for Leo. Michael, already juggling so much with Willow and his own moral dilemmas, may find himself once again in the center of Quartermain chaos. And then there's Carly. She's not a Quartermain by blood, but her ties to Drew are strong, and she will definitely weigh in if she thinks someone is trying to take advantage of him or if she sees an opportunity to secure her own position. One of the intriguing angles here is how much Drew has changed since his last stint in Port Charles. Trauma changes a person, and Drew has had his fair share. He's less patient now, more determined, and perhaps even willing to bend rules he once wouldn't have considered. Hiring Monica's sister isn't just a legal move, it's a declaration that he's done playing the nice guy in the Quartermaine family drama. He's ready to fight. And if that means exposing family secrets, so be it. Imagine the courtroom scenes this could lead to. Monica forced to sit there while her sister takes the stand, possibly dredging up painful memories. Tracy rolling her eyes but secretly panicking that her own manipulations might be exposed. Brooke Lynn whispering in the gallery, trying to piece together what this could mean for her future. Even Sam, though not directly tied to ELQ anymore, would no doubt have something to say, considering her history with both Drew and Jason. And let's not forget Scout. At the end of the day, Drew's every move is about her. He's made it clear time and again that his daughter's security and happiness come first. So if Drew sees a contested will as the only way to guarantee that Scout doesn't get pushed aside, then every viewer knows he'll go through with it, no matter the personal cost. That kind of motivation makes for the best soap opera drama, because when a parent fights for their child, the gloves come off. But what does Monica think of all this? That's where the writers have an opportunity to play with deep emotional conflict. Monica has always wanted Drew to feel accepted, wanted him to have a place in the Quartermaine legacy. Yet if he turns around and uses her sister as a weapon in a legal war, it could feel like a betrayal. Monica could be caught in the impossible position of supporting Drew as her surrogate son while also protecting her own family dignity. And if she's forced to choose, the fallout could fracture one of the most stable and touching relationships. And should also consider the ripple effect on Jason. Even though he's not currently in the picture, anytime Drew makes a move that involves Monica, Jason's ghost hovers in the background. Jason was always Monica's son, her anchor after Alan's death, and Drew stepping into this territory could create unspoken comparisons. Is Drew trying too hard to be a Quartermaine? Is he using family in ways Jason never would have? Or is this exactly what Jason would have done if Scout's future were on the line? These are the kinds of questions the writers love to tease, because they pit loyalty against morality, family against love, and legacy against survival. The more you think about it, the more this spoiler makes sense. It's not just random drama. It's a natural evolution of Drew's journey. He's been passive too long, letting others decide his place in the Quartermaine hierarchy. This move says no more. He's carving out space for himself and for Scout, and he's willing to pull Monica's sister into the spotlight to do it. And let's be real, soap operas thrive on courtroom showdowns. The stakes are high, the dialogue is sharp, and the reveals are explosive. If the writers follow through on this spoiler, we're in for weeks of confrontations, shocked reactions, and whispered conversations in the hallways of General Hospital and the Quartermaine mansion. Every character who has ever had a stake in ELQ or a grudge against Monica will crawl out of the woodwork. It's the kind of storyline that pulls half the canvas into one plot, and fans eat that up. So the big question isn't just whether Drew will hire Monica's sister. The question is what happens when he does. Does he win the case and secure Scout's future, only to lose Monica's trust? Does he unleash secrets so damaging that the Quartermaine family is permanently scarred? Or does he underestimate his opponents and find himself more isolated than ever? Whatever the outcome, the setup guarantees high drama, raw emotion, and plenty of twists along the way. Because in Port Charles, a will is never final until the ink is dry, and even then, someone's always ready to contest it. Drew's decision to bring Monica's sister into the fight could mark the beginning of a brand new era for the Quartermaines, one that redefines what family really means when money, power, and love collide. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.